Hello everybody, this is Heather and I'm here with week 3 of my December daily. Unfortunately this week I was a little bit rushed, so I didn't get to film any of the process because it takes quite a while to edit and voice over that, but I will hopefully have some more process for you next week. Next week's video, so week 4, the final week for most people of December daily, I probably won't be posting it on Tuesday. I'm going to be leaving to visit some family in Manitoba on Tuesday, so I won't be able to have it done. Sorry, I'm in Manitoba on Tuesday. I'm going to be leaving on Sunday, so I definitely won't be able to have it done for next week. But what I will probably do is just finish up leading up to Christmas. I'm still planning to put up till New Year's Eve in here. I like to do that in my December dailies. Some people only do up to the 25th, and that's great, but I like to include those last 6 days as well. So it sort of depends how thick my album gets. It's already pretty much bursting, and I still have almost 2 weeks left to put in here, but we'll see how it goes. So anyways, I will probably be filming, or posting rather, the final update, including week 4, on Tuesday, January 5th. So if that changes, I will be posting it on my blog. Again, sorry that this video is late. I had a crazy busy week, and I'm filming this Tuesday, which is when I typically have my video posted by. And anyways, let me just get into the album. So this is the last day that you saw, day 13. I will link the previous 2 weeks of December daily below so that you can see the first 2 weeks in my album. So for the 14th, which is Monday, I included, so it's got this spread as well as my journaling on this tag, and I kept it fairly simple. I didn't actually have a picture of what I did this day, which was my ringette game, so I just took a picture later of my skates, and I figure that conveys the idea well enough anyways. And I didn't even take it on that exact day anyways, but this is what I did that day. So I've included this, let me put some white paper under here. There is a foil reindeer as well as this transparency card which says create on the back in gold letters, #create, and the gold deer. So I really like that. And then just a couple filler cards and my photo and journaling. On the 15th, it is just a single day as well. I'm not too concerned about doing a certain number of pages per day, so some days will have a spread, some have a single page. This itself is one day, this little card, so, and then you'll see later on there's one day that has a whole bunch. So I used the back of this, I just colored the back of the die cut using a red gelato. And this is one of the Jasmine Jones cards with those foiled stars. And then I had a 4x6 photo that I wanted to include, but this page was 3x4, so I just cut it down the middle, and it didn't affect this picture at all, which I thought worked well, and included this film strip die cut in here. So page 16, like I said, is just this one page, and I included a little photo and then did my journaling on the back here. I didn't have a lot going on that day. I went grocery shopping, so I included a piece of packaging from some coffee that I bought, and it is quite easy to read this in real life, but it lifts up and can be read easier that way as well. Day 17 here, I didn't have enough space on here to journal it, so I just added a little piece down here. This says December 17th, you can see, and then I just added a little blurb about what this was about. I included a couple more shaker pockets, which I'm loving. I punched out some red stars using a punch that I have and just some cardstock, and I added sequins, and I really like how that looks. This page is about an album that I made my friend who is moving to Australia for 8 months. So that was basically all I did that day. So I made a page about that. Then this page, the 18th, I had a movie date with my sister-in-law, and we watched a couple Christmas movies, so I just included those images. I didn't have any pictures of us, unfortunately, so that's what I included. And then my journaling is here, and this flare badge is just on the back of this number 17, so I thought that worked out well. And this is kind of interesting. These, I made the photos 2 inches wide, but they were more than 2 inches tall, and I didn't want to crop them because that was important information. So I sliced open the page protector so that I could access it from both sides, and then I just left this part of the photo hanging out. So I wouldn't have sliced this open because then it would just be flappy on the edge, but because of this margin I was able to cut this one and of course the middle one, so that worked quite well. Next is day 19, and this is the one that takes up several pages. I think I've got all of this is 19, so I stamped the date just because I didn't have one of these numbers for every page. And I used one of these snowflake die cuts on the top. This is just a really nice photo that I took of our street. We got some snow this week and it just looked really beautiful, and it was a nice blue bright sky day. So I backed that on Jasmine Jones paper and just cropped off the top. This is 6 inches square, so I just trimmed off an inch from each side. Then I included this page, and it's this irregular size because I wanted to include this. This is a part of the box of this microbrew beer that I bought, and I really liked the packaging, so I wanted to include that as well. So I just backed that with Jasmine Jones paper, and on this page I included a hidden photo of our sushi and journaling just by adding that flap, and I really like how these antlers look with these little tiny fairy houses. These are some ornaments that I made for a couple friends. And the title here, I used a couple different letter stickers, and it says "Our Last Hurrah," which I think is kind of a fun title. Like I mentioned before, my friend who's moving to Australia, this was our last day getting to hang out with her before she leaves, so that's what that's talking about. So that's why it's such a multi-page idea. So here's a picture of us going out for sushi, and this is a transparency page. I used the bicycles again, and I had more journaling to add and I just needed more real estate still, so I added this flap, and I just joined these together using washi tape, the 2 cards on both sides. And I really liked this Jasmine Jones card from that says "Together" in gold foil, and because of course it's our last time together. And then I included this label that I peeled off of one of the beer bottles because I thought that was really neat too. And there is the day tag, and the only thing I don't like is that the day tag is hidden under this flap, but I didn't really have anywhere else I wanted to put it, so I'm okay with that. So that's a good idea, like I've done previously, if you need more room. And this last page, Sunday, is we were decorating cookies, which was really fun at Grandma and Grandpa's house. So again, I just lined up the photos here so that you wouldn't see the back of either one. And then here I used 2 3x4 cards, even though it's a 4x6 place. I just liked how it looked better, but I did overlap the photo with both cards. And I just added this paper clip, you can see it here too, to sort of keep this card in place because it does have that flap on the other side. It's a bit heavier and I wanted it to stay put, so that's a good way of making it stay put. And that is everything for this week, so please go check out my blog. I will have still photos and detail photos of all of these pages. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. I hope that you are all doing really well with your December dailies if you're participating in that. And I hope your Christmas planning is going well if you are celebrating. And I think that's everything I have to say. So thank you again so much for watching this week, and I'll see you again in January with my December daily update. I might have some videos before then, but like I said at the beginning, my final December daily, I will share it on January 5th. That's a Tuesday. So thank you so much. Have a great week.